This is Arsenal versus Spurs, or Newcastle against Sunderland of British basketball. Passion and abundance, starting with the two coaches and running through the 20 players in the teams. That's the London Leopards. Bit of a short bench there. Only 8 players are taking part, but there's some very good players in there indeed. Not too much of a choice of a starting 5 for Bob Domwald, but the starting 5 is Jason Kimbrough, Rico Alderson, Rod Brown, David Atwell, and Rashad Johnson, who's really tearing up the scoring charts this year. This is how they got here. 108-67 win over the Worthing Thunder. That was expected. A very tight game, though, against Newcastle, who had a very good game, but just couldn't quite pull it out at the end. 103-100 in the quarters. London Towers, coached by Nick Nurse. Well, they have strength and depth, and right the way through from Eric Burks at number 4 to Mark Spatcher at number 20. And every one of those players is capable of turning a game around.
1 minute to the start of the ball.
Starting 5, Eric Taylor, Randy Duck, Perry Carter, the new man coming in, 6'6", forward or centre, can play either position, Steve Bucknell and Kendrick Warren. And their route to the last 4, first round, tight game against Milton Keynes Lions, 83-81, and a slightly easier victory over Manchester in the quarters by 70-61.
It's about now.
Referees Andy Thackeray on your right, Ian Pollard on your left, in charge of what could be a very highly charged game between the two adversaries, the biggest adversaries in British basketball. The Leopards will be playing from left to right, and the Towers in their predominantly yellow strip from right to left. This will be a supercharged game, of that you can be assured.
The starting 5s are out there.
Ready for tip at the Coventry Sky Dome. And the first 2 in combat, Alderson and Kendrick Warren for the London Towers, who come up with it. Taylor for Towers, Randy Duck, second game in this country. He's played 2 European matches in between times, in fact 3 in total. Trying to force his way through to the hoop.
Carter with the fake.
It's Carter.
Rebound.
No reward this time. And Jason Kimbrough. It's their guards who really are impressive in the London Towers team.
Johnson, the bounce pass.
Atwell, first 2 points of the game for the London Leopards comes from one of the British players, David Atwell. Towers with Steve Bucknell. And of course he's one of the key players under the coach Nick Nurse, and he says that his team, all of them from 1 through to 10, really don't take too much psyching up for a match like this.
We've had a nice 2-day preparation for the game. I think our guys are really ready to go, and if they're not ready for one like this, they'll never be ready, but see it in their eyes, I think we're ready to play today.
As you say, spirits are up, there's no problem here, but you've had 2 European encounters this week. How are the bodies holding together?
Well, we're going to see. You never can really tell when we're playing so many games a week. Like you said, this is our 4th game this week. 2 European games. We're fortunate to get a win out of Kiev on Monday. Battled Verona really hard and played pretty well on Thursday. We'll see. I'm going to try and keep the bodies fresh a little bit, especially early in the game, try and run the bench, and save a little petrol for the end of the game.
Find themselves down early on. That's a foul, which is committed by Rashad Johnson. Shooting foul, and that means they go to the free throw line. Bucknell on the free throw line then for 2 shots. In and out. Well, the second one goes in from Steve Bucknell, the first of many points, I'm sure, during the course of the game. Well, we've heard from Nick Nurse. Let's hear from his opposite number, Bob Domwald. They lost on the buzzer against the Towers in the league game last week by just 2 points, but he says his team is more than ready for revenge this time.
We've got to change things up in terms of trying to quicken the game towards the end. I think our quickness was killing them for a while, and we slowed down. And the only adjustment we've made is, hey, don't slow it down. Let's continue with our cuts, get it inside, get our cuts going, and see if we can't create some things off our defense.
for 3.
Rashad Johnson doing exactly what his coach wanted him to do and putting one in from outside for 3. Warren at the other end for Towers. Here's Taylor. Starting 5 remain on for the London Towers. Randy Duck played with the Towers at the beginning of last year and all season, the season before when they won the championship at Wembley. Not taken first time, but the second time, in it goes from Rico Alderson.
For Bristol.
Bucknell. Great service to England and to the Towers, indeed to many teams he's been with over the years. Warren slips out of his grasp and Leopards are having the better of the early stage of this. Alderson, there's Brown.
Doesn't get there. Rebound, Bucknell.
Bucknell. Randy Duck going for 3. Comes straight back into the grasp of Bucknell. Dishes it out for another long show. They're not going in for London Towers early on. Their shooting percentage is very low early in this game, something you wouldn't normally associate with the Nick Nurse team. Bucknell, little scoop, Carter for 2, and there's a foul as well.
Foul is called on Rob Brown.
Well, Bucknell to the basket there, finds Carter for the easy basket.
Carter to the line for 1. Trim that lead back to 3. Nope. Well, from free throw range and from open play, Towers not on the button yet. Early stages though. And Leopards don't have a very deep bench, we were saying. That's where it could cost them in the end. And Towers seem to have players in abundance as well. Alderson has looked sharp early on, drive his way through the basket. It's not going to stop him. Here there stops him is the accuracy of the shot. Doug, Taylor's making a break down the left. Here's Taylor. No, doesn't go in. Referee was ready to call 2 points there. Didn't drop. Went off the foot of Kimbrough. Randy Duck, another quick break here for Towers with Taylor down the right this time. Warren open, thought about the 3, shapes inside. Instead,
Warren works inside,
still doesn't go in. What is happening with the shooting early on from the Towers here?
Well, I think Towers are trying to rush it a little bit too much. They're trying to get to the basket and force their will on Leopards. And you got to take what the Leopards give you. They're undersized. They're not going to be able to handle pounding inside all game long, and you got to look inside, and that's what they're doing.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul committed under the hoop.
Foul is called on Perry Carter.
And Perry Carter, welcome to British basketball, Perry.
Well, it's his first day in the country, and big physical power forward Perry Carter went to Ohio State University, but that time got caught for setting an illegal screen down low.
Spending most of his time recently playing basketball in Israel. The smaller of the Maccabi teams. Kimbrough, yes,
2 points.
very nice. He's looking good early on, so too is Rico Alderson.
Jason Kimbrough for 2. Less than 5.5 left to play in the first. 6-point ball game.
Bucknell, good drive, loses possession though. It's very scrappy early on from Towers, that'll be a jump ball.
But the only way Leopards are going to be able to stay in the game is by this. Reaching, scrapping, gambling, because they don't have the size to play with Towers. That time, Kimbrough got away with smacking the ball away from Bucknell, and we'll have a jump ball.
Referee finding it hard to arrange the players for a jump ball. Towers win it, then they lose it. The story of the game so far for them. Alderson, good drive through. Brown there on the follow-up.
Well, here it is. Alderson doing a little bit of everything, finding Mr. Brown for an easy layup.
Duck's going to go baseline if he can. No, again, doesn't drop, but the possibilities of a follow-up this time, and that's Carter's second basket in British basketball. Takes him to 4. The lead down to 6.
Rashad pulls up for 3. Doesn't drop.
Patrick Warren. Randy Duck. He reckons this will be his last year in competitive basketball. We've heard that before from players, and they decide to carry on. He's back with the Towers for a second stint. Carter, nice spin move, nice move. You can see why the Towers have looked at his stats and looked at his pedigree before they picked up on him. And initially he's getting straight into the action.
Great move there by Carter, using the backboard for an easy bank shot.
Brown gets into Axwell.
Kimbrough.
Oh,
nice. Very nice. Is it going to drop? It is. Oh, a couple of very nice moves early on from Jason Kimbrough.
Great crossover there. Eluded Perry Carter. Soft touch off the rim. Easy basket for Kimbrough.
Taylor looking for the man in the corner. That man is Steve Bucknell. And he's going to have another chance to score another point in a moment. He got fouled on the way to the hoop. Kimbrough is the man who fouled him. Now, this is interesting. Maurice Robinson is into the game. The man who's had a torn calf. He's been out injured, and many people thought he wouldn't be back into the fray until the new year. Well, there he is. Second leading scorer and rebounder for the Leopards, and they need him today.
So the Leopards have the early lead, but it's the Towers that come back to lead by 39-38 as we go to the start of the third quarter.
This is it, people. It's about
the lead has changed hands 5 times. It'll change, no doubt, many more times before the end of the game. Just 1 point difference between the Towers and the Leopards. They will be that way at the end too. Another foul, no points awarded. Foul is committed by Steve Bucknell. Sideline possession for Leopards. Bucknell has 4 more to give. Alderson, who top scored for the Leopards in the first half with 11 points. Finds Johnson. Johnson thinks about going inside. They read his intentions fairly clearly, and they'll have the ball back. Johnson for 3.
3 points for Rashad Johnson.
10 points personal, and the lead changes hands again. Well, here's a replay, and Rashad Johnson there nails a 3. The reality is, Towers should have got that ball, that loose ball.
Kendrick Warren replies with 2 points at the other end. Johnson. Atwell spins around looking for the option, which is Johnson, who tries to go through 4 yellow players, and eventually Atwell tips it in for 2. His first 2 of the second half, 4 in the first. Leopards fans getting excited. They see their team in front by 2. No breathing space at all in this game. No room to breathe for the players on the court either. Taylor. Good drive. Hasn't made any progress though. There's 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Warren pushes his man out of the way. Gets 2 points.
And that was an offensive foul if I've ever seen one. Nice, easy. There you go. Take that, Rico. Out of my way. Bank shot for 2. That was an offensive foul that the referees missed.
Won't be getting any Christmas cards from them, I don't think. Atwell turns. Finds Alderson. Looks dangerous when he does that, doesn't he? So dangerous when he puts on that spurt and that drive. And Warren has got the foul given against him, this time at the other end.
Well, that's a good call by the referees. There's the left hand pushing Alderson. Alderson gets a measure of revenge.
Foul number 3 on Kendrick Warren.
3 against Warren. They're starting to mount up a bit for Towers. They've got 3 players on 3 fouls. And then it goes from Alderson.
14
Yeah, Carter and Henlon. And now Warren all on 3 fouls for the London Towers. That's something you're going to have to watch. Steal, Alderson. Here comes Brown. There goes the ball for 2 more.
Well, there's a steal by Atwell. Good defense, good pass from Alderson. And Brown goes for the finish.
Duck just keeps the ball in court. Does well. Force wide, though. Warren's the open man for 3. No rebounds. They all pulled away from it, and Brown was the man who stayed there. Brown drives. Looking very purposeful, Leopards. Towers don't get the rebounds. Leopards do, and Atwell puts it away for 2 more. And Leopards have really started in supercharged form.
Well, good hustle there by Rico Alderson. Finds Atwell, who finishes the play.
Randy Duck gets fouled.
Foul is called on Rob Brown.
Foul is on Brown.
Well, there's Duck, and there's a foul right on the elbow. Brown commits it. Duck will shoot 2.
First one in. Only the 3rd point, though, for Randy Duck in the game. Nope. Only gets 1 of 2. They needed both. His free throws could be costly in the end. That's going to be a foul. Another foul, and they're calling for the points. The referees won't give it. I don't think they're going to consult. Let's see what they've decided. Let's see what Ian Pollard says when he goes to the timekeeper's bench. Is he going to give the points? We'll find out in a moment.
Well, here it is. Alderson to the rim, gets fouled, no question.
Yeah, he's given the
continuation.
2 points are given. Fouls on Warren, that's his 4th.
No question about it. The basket should count if it's a continuation call by Ian Pollard.
Now, Nick Nurse is really having a go at the timekeeping bench. Nick Nurse and Bob Donwell now getting involved. Referees coming in to split them up. Oh, look at that face, somebody once said.
Asked, and that's the information he's been given. Come back to the box. Didn't have a chance going in. Oh! Okay. All right. You just have to look at it. I'm sorry.
Well, the Leopards are on a 14-5 run. Alderson has 9 of those 14 points. But the more interesting drama is between Mr. Dunwall and Mr. Nurse. And they look like they want to spend some time together in a room and discuss things more intimately.
Make that foul number 4 on Kendrick Warren.
So Warren now has 4 fouls. That's the worry from the Towers' point of view. And he has set it out for now. And another one for Alderson. 17 points now he has. The lead, the biggest in the game, for either side. 9 points. Oh, Taylor nearly lost it over his shoulder. Duck gets it back. Now they need this man to step up. Perry, he's on, Perry Cars is on 3. Towers ball. Only 7 seconds left on the shot clock, though.
And let me tell you, the Towers have lost all composure right now.
There's Bucknell, who needs to get them back on track. They were 14 points behind last week, and they have a 3-point play here.
The man that needs to regain the composure is Steve Bucknell. Look at this play. Smart play by Steve Bucknell, gets the basket and a foul shot.
Twice last week, they were 14 points down against Leopards. Came back to win by 2. That doesn't drop. They might have a second chance here if Carter can hold on to it. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Looks like it's going to be Rob Brown.
What a great play by Perry Carter there to hustle for that loose ball. Gets a jump ball, there it is. It's a 50-50 ball. Carter and Brown will jump it up. Towers now, a little bit of momentum here.
6-1 against 6-8. Who's your money on? Well, you'd be wrong.
6-1.
You'd be wrong.
Still my money's on.
Alderson. Brown. Yes. He goes into double figures. Lead now is 9. A bit like the first game, the 3rd quarter has been pivotal in this. Carter nearly gets stripped. That'll be a jump ball. No, foul given against Atwell.
There's no question. Here's the foul. Here's the foul by Johnson. And Johnson certainly gets hurt on the play, but they missed that foul and called one on Atwell.
Well, I think Rashad Johnson has done himself a bit of a mischief. He's down the other end of the court looking And Bob Donwald's on the court. He shouldn't be there. The coach really should not be on the court talking to the referee, but nothing applies to Bob, it seems.
You won't have your boxes, we wouldn't have that problem, would we?
Oh, so I get penalised for that, and then all of a sudden...
You haven't been penalised, have you, Bob?
Well, I thought Bucknell's call was a little bit harsh because Nurse is upset again.
It's nothing to do with it, but the Nurse is upset.
With you, you're probably right, and that makes me as mad as anything.
Hurt like a bitch. Is it shoulder or finger? Shoulder.
He did his shoulder last time.
They really do not want to lose Rashad Johnson because they only have an 8-strong bench anyway, and Maurice Robinson really is nowhere near fully fit, so they'll be down to, in effect, 6 players if he's out.
Well, Maurice Robinson's going to have to be fit today. He's going to have to be fit whether he likes it or not.
Maurice Robinson coming into the ball game.
So Robinson comes on for Johnson, who's gone to the dressing room. Now we'll see whether he reappears later in the match or not. They certainly do need him, but some sloppy play again by London. Burks has lost out on this one, and 2 more for Brown. It's all falling apart at the seams for Towers.
Well, just a poor pass there out of bounds from Bucknell, and Brown picks it up and makes the easy basket.
Well, they had to come back from 14 points twice last week. They're already 11 down in this game. Burks, Henlon, the big man's back in to try and help things out. Burks was on a shoulder charge. Well, Burks has lost it and got it back again. Very lucky. Henlon gets the shot away, and the 24-second shot clock had elapsed. Nick Nurse needs a timeout here, surely. Yes, and he calls the timeout as well. London Towers have called a timeout. And I think Nick Nurse is going to have a few rather strong words to say to his team as they trail by 11.
Hey, come here. Ronnie, you're in.
So the Leopards have a healthy lead, but the Towers have cut the deficit to just 3 now as we pick up the game in the closing stages of the match. Just over a minute to go, but anything can happen in a minute.
Towers obviously have possession. A foul was committed against them. 17 fouls now against Leopards. None at all against Towers. I mean, how does that happen? But it does happen occasionally. And to the free throw, I'm sure Bob Donwald will have something to say about that after the game. But this will be free throws for the London Towers. And if both of these go in, it's an 80-79 game. And, of course, the clock doesn't restart until the ball is back in play again.
There's a long time in this game left. Long time.
Here's that man on the free throw line.
He's got to make the foul shots, though.
Nope. Not having a good day, is he, from there? He's got 16 points from all positions. But the free throws have let him down. That could be key. There's another one. Right, 2 points in it. Minute and 15. Are they going to press or not, London? Are they going to move a bit further up the court and stop Leopards progressing? Rod Brown, as the noise from the crowd gets louder and louder, if that's indeed possible. Rashad Johnson back on the court again. Seems to be okay. Puts it up. Only 2, though. Only 2. But the lead is up to 4 again. And Towers needs something quick.
Well, great shot by Rashad Johnson. For a guy that was hurt, great shot.
Oh, Warren Drive, a good one. Kendrick Warren at the other end for 2. Now, 48 seconds, 2 points in it. Leopards in possession. Can't wait too long because every time there's a foul now, of course, they'll go back down the other end. Right, of course, it's a foul committed by the Leopards. 25 seconds, 82-80. 7 seconds on the shot clock, some urgency needed, and a foul committed, the first one of this quarter by Eric Burks.
Well, I could never figure out why Bob Donwald went away from having Brown make the plays for his team. Every time the ball's been in his hands, good things have happened.
Shooting foul. Rod Brown on the line for 2.
There's a shooting foul, so if Rod Brown puts these 2 away, then Towers will need to score twice. 17 points. This is very important. This could be key because the last possession will go virtually to the Towers. Not quite. Oh, didn't go. Now, they need 3 points to tie the game up, Towers. And a bit of a press being put on here by the Leopards. Eric Burks goes inside, goes outside, nice play. Only 2 though. Now, are they going to foul? Oh, of course, there's no fouls against Leopards, so that's not going to help. A foul committed by the Towers, but there's still 3 more to give.
Make that 13.
They waited an awful long time, though. They waited a long time to foul.
Foul call on Steve Bucknell.
Timeout from Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse is going to talk about what they can do in the remaining 11 seconds to turn this game around, but they've brought it back from the, well, the brink of abyss, really. They never looked like getting back into it until the last few minutes. What a turnaround.
11.3
So let the guy taking it out open. You 4 guys match up. Whoever else, match up. Switch hard everything. Overplay, Martin will be back there. Okay? Switch hard, and if you don't get the steal, foul immediately. We got to get 2 more fouls before they go. So don't let them run around with the ball. Okay? If you can get one here on the inbound, commit a foul. If you get a holding or something, don't make it intentional. We got to commit 2 more fouls. Okay? Be smart now what happens. Once we get up to the line, we're going to see if we can get 2 or 3.
11 seconds remaining then. Leopards with the ball. 1 point the advantage to the team who now play out of Brentwood against the team from Crystal Palace. Well, there have been so many twists and turns in games between these 2 sides in recent times. 3 of the last 6 meetings have needed overtime. 1 of them has required double overtime now. All Towers are going to do now is foul to send the Leopards to the free throw line.
Well, no, they've got 2 fouls to give. They got 1 more foul to give before Leopards shoot a foul shot. What you want to do now is take and have a gamble at trying to get a pass.
Just about.
There it is.
There's another one. Now, Eric Burks is going to be careful or he'll be out of this game. That's his 4th foul. And 1 more to give? Nope, that's it. That's their 4. So now Nick Nurse is having a long chat, more than a chat with Andy Thackeray.
Come on! That was not 1.3 seconds!
Well, they're talking about how much time was off the clocks. It's down to 10 on the official clock now. They need a foul again to get them to the free throw line. There's a foul from Martin Henlon.
Now we're going to the line because we're in the
Now, this is the crucial part of the game now. If both of these go away, Towers have to get a 3-pointer. If neither goes away, Towers just need a 2-pointer, and 5 seconds is a long time in the game. Nick Nurse wants a clock reset. 5.9 seconds to be absolutely accurate on the clock in Coventry. So that's pretty much as good as 6, isn't it? Oh, crucial one missed by Alderson. Towers could have the last possession.
And let me tell you what the play is going to be. They're going to get the ball in Eric Burks' hands, if at all possible, and let him go coast to coast.
Got that one. Right, 2 points in it. 6 seconds to go, ball in play, Randy Duck. Here we go, all the way. Is it going to be overtime? Randy Duck? No, it's off, and Johnny Evans have won. The clock is down to 0. They've started to celebrate already. That play didn't work right at the very end. They almost brought it back from what seemed like an irretrievable position, but the Leopards held on. They've reversed the fortunes of last weekend when they lost by 2. They've inflicted a 2-point defeat on the London Towers. What an exciting finish, and what a great turnaround. But that 3rd quarter really sewed it up for the London Leopards. They gave Towers too much to do in the end, and it will be the Leopards who will face the Leicester Riders in the final after beating the Towers by 84 points to 82.
Bob, you gave us another cliffhanger, but this time, from your point of view, we're on the right end of the result.
We had talked all week about, get a lead, get into the 4th, and try and run. We almost blew it again, but we hung in there. How about Rashad coming back, hitting that shot, and Robinson as well, but it was everybody. We got this thing done.
Now you're through to the final. What was the most pleasing aspect of this win for you today?
We didn't back down, and we felt beforehand that we almost backed down a little bit, and we were going to make a point, and that's why I was up a little bit more than normal at Nurse, we were going to make a point. We weren't going to lose for anything.
Your fast break was really working well today. You were breaking up their plays, never seemed to let them settle. Was that part of the game plan?
Yeah, definitely. That's where it was. Well, we almost fouled out, and I was looking for you to put on a suit because I heard you can run a little bit. But yeah, we needed to run if we were going to get through it.
And now in the final, you're facing Leicester Riders, your old club, going up against Billy Mims. You're coaching now his old club.
Billy did a great job. I watched the game today. He's got a really good ball club. But hey, it's going to be a final. It's going to be a fun one.
Congratulations. Thanks very much.
Thanks, baby.
Nick, you were down 12 in the fourth quarter. You closed it to 1 point, but couldn't get the win today.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a repeat from last weekend's game where they controlled it the whole way again, which is probably pretty disappointing from our standpoint. But, you know, right now they're really gelling well. They're hard to handle. The guards are quick. Like you said at halftime, fast breaking's hard to control, and they just play good one-on-one basketball. They're a scrappy team. They really go after the loose balls. They deserve to win. There's no question a better team won today.
You say they did force a lot of loose balls. They never seem to let you guys settle.
Yeah, that's what they try and do. They try and take you out of everything you want to do. You know, the stuff that does work for you, they'll quickly overplay it or double team it, or they're just so quick they run around and deny everything and slap at the ball, and they get a lot of them knocked loose, and that gets their running game going. So yeah, they're tough defensively. They're well organized right now offensively. They got great chemistry, and that adds up to being a pretty good team, and they deserve to go to the final.
Thanks a lot, Nick.